Coach Smith here with Winning Edge. Now we're going to talk about the three-step drop from center. The three-step drop from center is designed mainly for rhythm type routes, slants, quick hooks, maybe fade routes, things where you're going to throw the ball on rhythm. Key points with the three-step drop is you want to get separation from the line of scrimmage and have your feet in a position to throw the ball quickly. So starting from our staggered stance under center, our first step, if I'm throwing out somewhere to the right, my first step is going to be to pull the ball to the pre-pass position, and we're going to reach for depth. Notice my right foot is on the line. That's the 6 o'clock position. I see too many young developing quarterbacks pull this right foot and put it down here, off the line. What they're doing when they do that, understand, is you're sacrificing depth. It's so important to get away from these big guys up front. They've got very serious negative intentions for you. So we want to get away from them as quickly as possible. Give yourself some space so you can execute a throw. So the first step is we're pivoting on our left foot. We're going to reach for depth with our big step. This is called our big step. Now we're going to cross over with our second step as our balance step, because what we're doing is we're bringing our body to balance. Now notice that my shoulders are perpendicular to the line of scrimmage. See, too many quarterbacks, when they take their drop step mechanics, is they turn their toes backwards. Instead of having them pointing at the sidelines, they turn their toes backwards. That causes their shoulders to turn. Now they've got their back to the line of scrimmage and they can't survey the field like you need to as a quarterback, and you can't manipulate defenders with your eyes. So it's really important as we do our drops to keep your toes pointed to the side, to keep your shoulders perpendicular to the line of scrimmage, and now we can see the field. And we can do work with our eyes, and we can move defenders with our shoulders, this sort of thing. So again, big step. Now from our big step, we're going to cross over to our balance step and bring our body to balance, and now we're going to go to our anchor. So if I'm throwing out to the right, my anchor step is going to go down with my instep pointing directly at my target. Now I just need to hinge my body and punch it out. That's the three-step drop to the right. Now, there's another way to do this that I prefer. It's a little more challenging. Notice on that three-step drop, I had to hinge my body after my anchor step. Now I got to hinge my body and throw. Another way to do this that I prefer, I learned this from Coach Matt Ray, who's the head coach at Antelope High School in Roseville, California, is after our big step, we're going to close our body and shoulders on our balance step. So if I'm throwing out to the right, I'm going to close my body and my shoulders and do my hinging on my balance step. Now I'm going to ready to throw the ball. I don't have to hinge on my anchor. Now I'm just going to put my foot in the ground right underneath the center line of my body and drive it out. So it looks again something like this. Big, balance, where we hinge our body. We come to balance. Notice my chest is out over my knee. Now I'm going to bring my anchor underneath me here and drive it out. So again, two ways to do this. Big step, balance step, anchor, hinge and punch, or alternatively, I can go big step, I can hinge on my balance here, put my foot in the ground underneath me, and drive it out to the target. I prefer the second method personally. Now when we're throwing to the left, it's a little bit different. Same thing, we're going to pull the ball to the pre-pass position. We're going to reach for depth at 6 o'clock. Now we're going to cross over, and notice how I turn my left heel back a little bit? That's going to allow my shoulders to kind of open up a little bit. Now I can start to see over here, okay? My third step now is I'm going to push off this balance crossover step, and I'm going to step in a bucket. This is a bucket step. Now this is going to get my body flowing in the direction of the throw. Once again, my shoulders, hips are already close to the target, so I don't have to worry about hinging on the three-step to the left. So the key step here is that third bucket step where we're going to get our body flowing in the direction of the target. So here we're turning our heel back, we're getting our shoulders around. I'm going to kick into the bucket right here. I'm going to put my anchor foot, instep is pointing in the direction of the target, and I'm just going to drive it out. That's a three-step drop to the left. At speed, it looks like this. 3-step drop to the right, 2 ways of doing it. 3-step drop to the left. Use the bucket step to get your body off the line and in the direction of the intended throw.